Bradley Clyde, the big three are there for the Canberra Raiders. Clyde, Daly, Stewart. Still a very good-looking lineup. Ben Kennedy was forced out with a broken finger, and there's...
Yeah, Canterbury probably raised a few eyebrows, Steve Folks, in the week when he left Craig Pollamounder in reserve grade, but he was looking for more creativity from his halves, as we've seen an unfortunate penalty here against the Bulldogs. But the two times the Bulldogs have got the ball, they've spread on the first tackle both times. And I think that's what comes from Duncan McRae and Hughes. You're going to see some creativity from Canterbury, which has probably been missing.
In each half that you'll see him pushed up into the front line.
Gary, you'd know coming back from fullback, but wouldn't you think it's a good opportunity for Canterbury to kick and chase and really put some pressure on Laurie Daly?
Well, he's fairly sharp, I guess, and I spoke to him and I spoke to Ricky Stewart before the match. They're both looking very fit and sharp. I wouldn't mess with him too much.
Well, messing around with the kick, a shocker from Furner. And the Bulldogs now have the ball just 10 metres out from their own line. Back in the fullback role. Stewart, the potent kicking game. Berrigan, bit of room to move. El Masri now. El Masri sets the crowd alight at Belmore. Norton was Canterbury's best last season. And a little bit extra coming in there from Graham Appo. Matthew Ryan not happy.
There's a little bit of fooling early in the game. He resented the second attempt there by Appo coming over the top. But Barry Berrigan running the ball brilliantly there from fullback. Again, another surprise in the Canterbury side. Rod.
Quick play ball. Hetherington is off again. Great yards. Last tackle now for the Bulldogs. Can they come up with a four-pointer? McRae. The kick for El Masri. El Masri flies high. El Masri scores, does he?
I think we'll have a video replay here for sure.
There's a couple of things. One, is he onside? Two, who got the hand on it? I think it might have gone forward.
Righto, Grandy, I'm having a look. I'll keep the button there.
Well, you heard the initial comments there from referee Brian Grant. He thinks it may have gone forward. There's a couple of things he's not happy with.
He's asking firstly for the offside. They'll need a wider shot from there, and it looks as though maybe the Canberra player's got his hand to the ball. No doubt we'll get a closer look at this. Canterbury players fly high. Oh, how do you tell there?
How tough is it? It is real close, Gary Belcher.
Yeah, tough call from here. Quick report, Darren Britt looks like he's got a shoulder injury. He's just come off the field. The doctor's going to treat him. As we watch another replay of it here, you can't see from there if they were onside or not. I think that's okay, but it does look to me like Appo got his hands to it, and I think it's going to be ruled a fair try.
This is a very tough one to open proceedings for the video referee. The hand of Appo was definitely there. El Masri got the ball down. They appeared to be onside, but there is some doubt still as we go into replay number 5.
Who does the doubt go to, the batsman or the bowler?
Who's the batsman?
The batsman's
defending
Canterbury.
side,
I think this is a try.
Canberra.
I think this is a try. I think they'll rule that the Canberra player, of all the people in the air, was the one who had contact with the ball.
Grandy, we're getting nothing.
Ryan's in the air above him, but the ball will come down onto the hands of Appo, and I'll be surprised if this isn't a Bulldog try.
It is a tough call, but I agree. Canterbury appear to have scored.
We're taking it off. We're
the
away.
ref's call. So the third umpire, or I should say the video referee, couldn't be Canterbury back rower. McRae. Well picked up by Tocco. They've been attacking for the last 5 minutes now. Can they bust the line? Hetherington picks it up, ducks under the tackle of Croker. How big a game is he having? Early days, but Hetherington has been involved in everything. McRae, short kick. Norton chases, and Laurie Daly is there.
Now the next best thing here will be a restart, a line drop out back to the Canterbury side, who are playing with a lot of confidence. They're moving the ball more than normally. Steve Folks has said during the week he wanted plenty of that, and they seem to be doing it with great confidence. That's the thing.
Big, long, searching pass. Finds Hughes. Berrigan into the line. Matthew Ryan just 2 metres short of the line. McRae again. Hughes slips a great ball. Canterbury has scored the first try. Barry Ward comes up with it. They lead by 4 points to 0.
This is exactly what we talked about in the early part of this game. Canterbury looking for more ball movement from their halves. And here we see a great long ball from Duncan McRae across to Glenn Hughes, who looked for all money. Firstly, a chance to score himself. He got half into the gap, but as he falls to the ground, he pops one up for Barry Ward, who did very well to drag that in with the right hand. Good long ball from dummy half. McRae takes a step, another long ball to Hughes, who hits a half hole. As he falls to the ground, keeps the ball alive. And a great take there from Barry Ward, and there was great confidence about that. That's what I said earlier. Not only are they moving the ball, they're moving it with confidence. And this is really backing your ability. That little one arm offload there, traffic under a great deal of pressure, and a good take from the second row of Barry Ward.
Had some changes, but this is a good quality try, Gary Belcher.
Yes, it is, and it's when Glenn Hughes actually hits the ball, hits the hole. Let's remember the Raiders' defence are up and out. They're sliding. Suddenly they all have to try to track back inwards.
And now a great attacking opportunity for Canberra. Prittis. Luke Prittis within 5 metres of the try line. Stewart has runners. The decoy runner was Furner. They've lost the ball. That will be a 0 tackle.
Yeah, very un-Canberra-like. A good attacking opportunity 30 metres out. They had 2 settle-up runs from forwards and a run from dummy half, and then a little trick shot off the halfback around the ruck. Very un-Canberra-like play.
Ralph, very good run. Reading to the ground by Pearson. Through the hands, McRae, sloppy ball. Hughes handled it well. Now Matthew Ryan. Ryan Al-Masri for the try line. Can't score. Great tackle, Daly.
This is a great tackle. They're in awful trouble. Matt Ryan has got brilliant acceleration. He can really make you miss, as he did there on Wiki. Able to draw his winger in. Al-Masri up the sideline. No space to work in whatsoever. And Daly and Wiki really got up and bustled Canberra. Canberra with no room to move. And over the years, they've really struggled with up and in defence. And in the wet conditions here today, as the field gets a little slower, Canterbury really coming into their own.
Well, sloppy play by Canterbury. This could be costly. Laurie Daly put the ball on the ground. He was getting to his feet. And then the late tackle.
I disagree with the decision. I don't think Daly's held here at all. I don't think the tackle's completed. He can pass if he wants to, and he had no right to put that ball on the ground to begin to play the ball. The Canterbury player, I believe, was in his rights to stop the ball being played.
Should I play it? Unfortunately, the Canterbury player didn't hear that, and he came in to make a late tackle.
Well, could you see that Laurie Daly was held there? I mean, he's standing up with the ball free and it fell around his ankles. That's not held to me.
No, I thought he should have been able to pass it, but the referee actually told him to play it.
Furner waved away. Normally reliable, but David Furner has just 1 from 3, and Mal Meninga, a touch of anguish on the face. Martin makes a good tackle. Wolford picks up Furner. This is where he's dangerous. Furner did so well to keep his feet. Up over the halfway line. Back now for Stewart. Fumbles. Daly. They've got numbers on the left-hand side. Ricky gets the ball inside. The pass was a bad one.
Yeah, but here we'll see from this play the value of Laurie Daly at second receiver, selectively passing to the outside of the umbrella defence of the Bulldogs. Gave Wiki his first space in the game. The wet ball, he couldn't quite get the ball back inside with any control. But it was Daly's beautiful pass to the outside of the umbrella defence from Canterbury. And I'm honestly thinking that if Canberra are going to get into this game, Daly's got to move into that second receiver role.
Further upended, driven to the ground. Jason Hetherington has had a big game for Canterbury. Stewart thought about the kick. Laurie Daly, fingertip control. Here go the Raiders. Croker finds Boyle. Boyle back for Pearson. Nowhere to go.
He went the wrong way there, Pearson. Canterbury.
They go to the open side, now back. McRae. Ward. Hetherington. Good pace, the little hooker. Jason Hetherington. McRae for the short ball. Newton stands in the tackle. What about that for a try? Hughes celebrates right under the post. Canterbury stretched their lead to 10 points to 2.
Yeah, and again it comes from a very good interchange of passing, close range to the line. See there, Duncan McRae pops the ball up for Mitch Newton, hands in the air and free. And again, Glenn Hughes, as was the case in the first try, very confident about hitting a hole in traffic. Mitch Newton holds up, and Hughes, just with the strength, able to pull through a tackle there and make his way underneath the post. McRae showed wide, played short. Newton tall, hands over the top. Hughes brave, straight through the middle. Good try to Canterbury. They've been brewing up to that for a while.
Former Western Reds fullback. Well picked up by Hughes. Hughes! Straight through the gap. One man to beat. He never gave the pass. Now he does. McRae. Martin. There's still a big chance. Martin gets up, can't go. They look to have bombed a certain try. McRae. This is... Daly never fell for it. Masri. McRae. The chase. There's 5 Canterbury jerseys there. They're flipping out the back. They'll still score. Hughes. He gets another try. 2 for the second half. And Glenn Hughes, in fact, we are going to the videotape. He wants to see how the ball came out the back, referee Grant. I think it came out backwards.
Well, there's only one way it can come out the back, and it's backwards.
You're right there.
I don't understand why you want to know how it came out the back. Yeah, just threw her out the back there.
Nothing wrong with that. That is a try.
It seems a strange request, doesn't it?
How did that ball go backwards? It just went backwards.
It went backwards.
And if it goes backwards, it doesn't really matter who knocks it. It's still a try. The crowd can watch this on the big screen. And they now know that Glenn Hughes has scored this try.
Probably just asking whether or not they thought he was tackled before he released the ball. Pretty fair request, I suppose, on replay.
Because going to the board, going to the board,
Go
please,
to the board. The green lights.
It's like waiting for the photo finish, TK, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's a
very
try.
tense. But the crowd, they like what they see. And Canterbury, they have caused a massive upset here. Babenko, they went the short side. Croker, just 6 metres out. Walford, Stewart, Daly, quick hands. Appo juggled it, throws it. They'll score through Clyde. Great try by Canberra. And they need some more desperately.
So Simon Gillies asking the referee to have a look at it on video. I think he was just looking to waste time. Canberra finally get on the board so far as a try is concerned. A couple of nice touches there from Laurie Daly out there. He was really monstered here in defence, able to flop one out the back. And from here, a little interchange of passing. I think Bradley Clyde gets involved to turn the ball back on the inside. Nice break up the middle here. Now, these players were never going to have the pace to get to the line. You'll see Luke Prittis will pop one back over the shoulder. Touched by the Canterbury player. That gave Canberra the extra set of 6. From the ensuing play, they went down the short side where there probably wasn't room. But the spread here to Daly again under pressure. A nice little pass inside. Created space for Appo, and Bradley Clyde able to get across out wide. He was probably looking for a rest out there, Bradley.
Well, a side in a desperate situation is going to come up with something like that when they've got so many class players out there. Clyde, Daly, Stewart all involved a couple of times in this movement. In the end, it was a fine pass outside to Clyde that got them over in the corner, but really you shouldn't read too much into the Canterbury defence there.
Broker.
By gee, he's strong. He had no room to move there and held his ground a yard from the sideline.
Ferner. Long ball to Daly. Over the top he goes. Halligan was in off the left wing again. They can still go to the right-hand side. Daly, the dummy. Appo, and Graham Appo goes over. for his first try, and maybe, just maybe, Canberra are on their way back.
You get little touches in a game of football that really separate class players from others. Laurie Daly here was able to get a ball back on the inside to Pearson, who forced it out to Wiki. And this was what I was talking about earlier. Wiki gets the ball to Kroger with no room to move whatsoever. And he hit really hard there by El Masri, a yard from the line. Holds his line. Now he'll be gang tackled, holds his ground. This gives Canberra the chance for the spread. From here, the ball comes across field. A pass there behind his back from DeVico. Daly tried to go over the top. Halligan came in, cut it off. Now watch Laurie Daly here. A player of lesser experience, may have been flustered here. Players in support, players for defence around him, player for the intercept. Just very, very cool.
Right back for Canberra. Walford finds Stewart. Now Daly. The step, the short ball. Appo on his way again. Graham Appo, try bound. They come in, they get him, they drag him.
Laurie Daly again. Great short ball there to Appo. Canberra on a roll. They need to score in this set. Take them down to the wire.
Short ball. Stewart. The offload, they bombed it.
Can you believe that?
Simon Walford, he was over the line, then he dropped it.
Can you believe that? Magical play by Daly to get Appo away. Ricky Stewart, a short ball here to DeVico. Does all the bustling work. Pops it up. On his knees, I suppose. Daly, beautiful short ball there, into the way. Just for a stride here, I thought Appo was going to go on, but he took a look over his shoulder. I wish he'd pinned his ears back.
Very well contained. Inside the final 2 minutes, head high tackle.
Look out.
Simon Gillies, it was high, he put him down. I'm not saying it was malice, but it was certainly untidy.
Yeah, Hetherington's jumped straight up too.
We're just going to have a quick one. It's pretty high. It's going on the report. Blake stepped inside. Let's see what happens during the week. That's on report.
End of the game. Two tired players. A step on the slippery ground. I think there's fair.
Yep.
This Canterbury line still seeing the 78th minute. Still coming out.
Oh, the intercept. And Norton continues to go forward over the halfway line. And Wiki came at him and got him. And he got him pretty well.
Well, then that play alone, I think, is a description of the game. And overall, a pretty fair start of the season by both players.
Well, 20 points to 10, 3 tries to 2. Let's go to Gary Belcher.
Yes, I've got Laurie Daly with me now. Laurie, I guess wouldn't say much more than a disappointing start to the season.
Yeah, it was a disappointing start. I should say. Canterbury played pretty well. They got really quick off the defensive line and put us under pressure, and we just couldn't handle it.
You missed some players going into the match, and with their defence jamming in, as you said, they were up pretty quick. Was that, I guess, the thing that made it very hard for you to get too many good sets of 6 together?
Oh, no, it was just their defence. They were very committed. The players that we had out in the field today, we should have just played a lot better. We just put ourselves under a lot of pressure, and that's Canterbury's plan. They try and get up and frustrate you, which they did.
And any problem with the conditions out there? The ball slippery?
Oh, it was a little bit slippery, but I mean, there's no excuse on our behalf. The other mob just were too good.
All right, thanks very much, Laurie. Better luck next week.